Public Health Director James Gillen says that the final rules and regulations for medical marijuana on Guam should be done by the end of this month. PNC's Tim Blas-McHenry has more with this report.
There's finally some sort of answer on when the final rules and regulations for medical marijuana will be complete.
There's two attorneys looking at it. They're being very careful. We're thinking that probably by the end of this month. Okay. When I did this, the meeting with the staffer this morning, she said we're almost at it, but it's not going to be, like I said, any much shorter than what the original version is.
But there is a caveat. According to Gillen, the rules and regs will travel to the governor's office and the legislature, where there will likely be more public hearings. Gillen says this back and forth with the rules and regulations can be difficult to deal with because all the work put into drafting the rules and regs could completely change by the time it comes out of the legislature.
Now we spend a few months on, again, glossing it and polishing it and getting it ready. It's going to go to the legislature eventually, and the product that comes out of that, I have no idea what it's going to look like. And that's where I don't understand why we go through the process of going through all these hearings when the legislature can reserve the right to change the whole thing.
However, Gillen says he doesn't think the legislature will have any problems with the final draft. But Gillen also addressed concerns that the high cost of the fees and the proposed rules and regulations will end up excluding people from benefiting from medical marijuana here on Guam and will only allow a few people to benefit from the program.
We've heard that argument, the so-called conspiracy theory that we're really,
I guess that's one of it, yeah.
Writing these regs because there's just a couple of people who are, in this, and we're going to guarantee that they get it. I will tell you this: every person that's ever talked to me about any of this, I say to them, if you are a potential applicant for a permit for any part of this, I'm not talking to you. If there's anybody out there that's conspiring, I don't know.
Faced with concern from voters, Senator Tina Mooney Barnes recently said she will introduce legislation to decriminalize medical marijuana due to the lagging rules and regs. Gillen agrees that medical marijuana could indeed help patients here on Guam, bringing up the story of one-year-old baby Javen Pizarro, who suffers from debilitating seizures.
We were hoping also that somebody would be developing the cannabidiol so that we could try to see if we can help children with seizure disorders. There was that thing, I think, two weeks ago, that poor guy that, that's gone over to the Philippines for nutrition. It's kind of a nutrition solution. He may have benefited from something like that, but we won't.
Reporting for PNC News, I'm Tim Blas-McHenry.